You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
Hey everyone, let's talk about a major development that could change the way international students study in the United States. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security, or DHS, has recently proposed a policy to impose fixed term limits on student and exchange visitor visas. Right now, students on F1 visas and exchange visitors on J1 visas can stay in the U.S. for the duration of status, which basically means they can remain as long as they are enrolled in their programs. But under this new proposal, that could all change. Instead of staying for the entire length of their course, international students would be given visas for a set number of years. Once that period expires, they would need to apply for an extension, even if they haven't finished their studies or internships yet. This is a significant shift from the current system, which has generally been more flexible for long-term academic programs. Why is this such a big deal? Well, consider the numbers. Indian students form the largest group of international students in the U.S. In 2024 alone, more than 420,000 Indian students were enrolled across American universities. Many of these students are pursuing multi-year degrees or research programs. If fixed term limits are implemented, it could create uncertainty for thousands of students, affecting not only their academic planning, but also the broader cultural and financial contributions they make to universities. Interestingly, this isn't the first time the U.S. has tried something like this. A similar policy was introduced back in 2020 during the Trump administration, aiming to cap student and exchange visitor visas to 2 or 4 years depending on the program. It was strongly criticized by educational institutions and eventually withdrawn by the Biden administration. Now, with the DHS revisiting a comparable rule, it's clear that there's renewed interest in controlling visa durations for non-immigrant students. At this point, the exact number of years for these fixed-term visas hasn't been revealed. The draft rule has been sent for review and is expected to be released soon for public comments. This means universities, student groups, and diplomatic missions will have a chance to weigh in before any final decision is made. So what does this all mean in the bigger picture? Beyond the immediate impact on students, it could influence U.S. higher education, which relies heavily on international students for both academic contributions and financial support. It's also part of a broader conversation on immigration policies and how they intersect with education. In short, if you're an international student planning to study in the U.S., this is a development to watch closely. Policies like these can shape not just your visa timeline, but also your overall study experience and future plans in the country. If you want, I can also create a slightly more casual, spoken word version under 400 words that sounds even more like a live explanation for a video or podcast. Do you want me to do that? Stay subscribed for more videos.